Let's talk about Apple stock. We have to talk about this amazing setup on Apple on the weekly time frame with an amazing ascending triangle, which is really identical to our setup on Nvidia. I want to go over the contract because I was up over 58% and I did close off half of my position, but I'm still swinging Apple with a price target of 196 by March 1st. So I want to go in very in-depth in this video what I'm taking a look at, the chart, and then just talk about that. So let's get started with that. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on and leave a like if you guys enjoy content like this. I'll be making another video tomorrow, and then we have the Sunday Stock Talk video releasing on Sunday, so make sure to subscribe with notifications on. So we're taking a look at Apple where we have this set up on the weekly time frame. Now the thing is, we are taking a look at the weekly time frame, and this is Apple stock. Now, keep in mind that this is Apple stock, and why I am mentioning this is because if we have a setup on Apple stock, the probability of it working and actually breaking out and going with the setup is a lot higher than any other stock because it's Apple. It's a blue chip. Everyone is watching this stock. Everyone is watching the price action for Apple. So that is the one thing to keep in mind. The second thing that I want to take a look at is it is on the weekly time frame. So the probability of us following through with this play is a lot higher. And then the third thing that I want to take a look at is, and I want to keep mentioning throughout this video, is going to be Nvidia. What I like to take a look at is whenever I have a play, I want to go over a previous play that I had with a similar setup. So that play is going to be Nvidia, and we had more other ascending triangles like we did on Costco. So Costco ascending triangle, we played this very nice on our Discord. But the thing about Apple and with this descending triangle is it is on the weekly, which is bigger. Okay, we have a bigger move and a higher probability. So these are going to be the three things to keep in mind for the rest of the video. Now let's take a look at Apple on the weekly time frame. These are two levels that I'm taking a look at. So we have this support, which is going to be our entry. We bought in calls right here around market open, and this is also going to be our stop loss if we close below this level of support. So I was already up 58%, and I'm leaving the rest of my position at break even for Apple. The second target that I have and the second line that I've drawn is the 196 level, which is a level of resistance. So this is going to be our price target. And then another thing that I want to keep in mind is, and actually I want to add another line, is our expiration. So March 1st is the expiration that I got. So we got this much time. Okay, we got this much time for Apple to hit 197, 196. So this is going to be the price target. I'm going to color this yellow and I'm going to color this green. Okay, so these are our three lines that I've drawn: expiration, support, breakout area, and price target. Now, before I go at the daily time frame, I quickly want to go over the options contract. So the options contract that I personally have is 185. When I got my contract, Apple was sitting around 182. So 180 call, and then I got March 1st. Okay, the reason that I got March 1st is because I think that is a good amount of time for it to really bounce. And if we take a look at the chart, March 1st is when we get really, really tight for Apple stock. And then the strike that I got, 180. 185 is also really good. And then what we can do is we can take a look at the options contract that we got and the price target. So the price target that I have for Apple is 197. So I'm going to change this to 197. And then we could see how much we are risking to make and whatnot. So if Apple hits 197 by March 1st, that is a 188% gain on Apple. Okay, so 188%. I really, really love this, especially since it is Apple. It is one of my most money-making stocks for Apple. So this is the contract that I am looking at, and then our stop loss is going to be around 100. 85. So our stop loss is like right here. So we're risking around 23%. Okay, we're risking 23% to make potentially 188%. I'm very, very excited. We're already up over 58% on our contract, and I really think this is going to be a very nice 190% play. Now let's take a look at the daily time frame. Okay, the daily time frame is looking decent. Okay, it's looking decent. The weekly time frame is looking a lot better. But on the daily time frame, what we can see is that we bounced off of this level of support. We bounced out, we wicked out on the weekly time frame, but we just need to be above 185 for it to be bullish. If we take a look at the price action on the daily time frame, let's remove this line for a minute, and we could see that this is kind of our chart, and what we are taking a look at, we have some nice consolidation going on. I'm really loving the consolidation, but we really need to be above 186 for the ascending triangle setup on the weekly time frame. I want to go over the volume. The volume is looking decent. We got a very nice volume spike. This candlestick is very, very bullish because price came all the way back down, but then we had a hard bounce. So this candlestick is looking extremely bullish. The third thing that I want to take a look at is the RSI. RSI is looking decent, not too crazy for the RSI. So we can have our RSI support right here. RSI is looking pretty decent, but we just need to be above 186 for Apple stock. So this is what I am taking a look at. Now let's go over the monthly time frame looks decent. The monthly time frame looks pretty good. If you guys remember, like 2 years ago, if you go to Fire Cycle, and if you actually go to one of my oldest videos, we had this amazing setup on Apple that we played with this incredible ascending triangle. So we're following through with that. But then the last thing that I want to go over is just Nvidia and what happened with Nvidia. So we could see that Nvidia also had this similar ascending triangle setup. We held the level of support that is very, very critical, and then right when it broke out, it had a massive pop for Nvidia. Now the thing about Nvidia is that it got extremely tight. Unlike Apple, it still has room to get tighter. So even if we, for example, hit this level of resistance and we take in profits, we can also play the breakout. So we can hit our resistance. For example, we hit $196. We hit this level, boom. We sell out at expiration March 1st, but then we can play Apple again. We can play this breakout because right now we are playing the bounce, but then we can also play the breakout to the upside like Nvidia. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Went over a little bit in depth in this video, but I went over a lot. And if you guys have watched the full video, in the comments down below, just type in playlist. Okay, type in playlist. This way I know that you have watched the full video. Type in playlist in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. I'll be making another video. I have a video on a long-term shares play, which I'm very, very excited on, and I'll keep you guys updated on YouTube tomorrow. See you guys.